Get more value for your money when you activate your Digicel Prime bundle. More choices for what you want at low prices. More talk time on the most reliable network. More any-use data for whatever you're into searching and sharing. And dedicated data for more new apps to stream your music, shows, and live sports. Activate a Digicel Prime bundle of your choice in the My Digicel app today and save more. Digicel, better connected.
It's not just iced tea and it's not cold tea. But who said we couldn't be in the middle? We are Mother Becky Quenchers, a herbal iced tea. It's a different and innovative take on using traditional herbs for tea. It's a home.
Nice to be in orbit. Nice to be in orbit.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to Sip and Chat with Azem and, of course, Jade, Gwen, Edita, CPL, Martha Stewart, St. It's Beyonce Johnson, right on the Sugar Factory, and we are looking forward to having a terrific Tuesday with you guys this morning. The Sippers. Good morning, Jade. How are you doing? Yeah. But they really get the answer sorted out. Just want to hail up the Kingsters in the King Club. All the sippers who logged on already. Yeah, I realize some people will just be like, they're live. Before you check their live, they don't know. So y'all really MVPs this morning.
They should.
Big up to the people who religiously look forward to coming and hanging out with us. We appreciate you. All you guys in the comment section. Yeah, y'all will be having the fun, but we really need to get the thing set up so we could interact with them a little more.
I agree.
Yeah. But tell me now, how you doing, Jade? Ask again.
Bye. Listen.
You had a second to get yourself. Tell the people what's going on, man. Tell the people.
No.
Yes, Jade. Look, we are public figures. Nobody tell us come sit down in front of the camera, Jade. So we're going to have to, at some point.
Well, you want me to tell everybody that I feel like I poisoned myself?
Well, you just did, so. You just did. I wonder if it's the, can't hear anything here, so. Let's stream at least.
We don't like blueberries today.
Blueberries? Oh. Yeah, look at it, blue in the
I thought it was me. I thought because I'm delirious a bit.
I think it is. I think yesterday we were trying to fix it, we probably turned up the intensity.
Oh, so is y'all do this? Thought I was.
And we're back. We're back. And yes, Jade, you were about to give some. Wow. Yes, please don't.
Are you don't want them type of people that like if somebody throw up, you don't throw up too?
No. No, I'm not that person, but I don't mean I appreciate my opinion.
Nobody, no, I'm not saying that.
sometimes our misfortunes
Yeah, I know.
can be lessons for those around us.
Azem, if
And I actually think you have a responsibility to let people know exactly what happened. Is it your responsibility?
you're trying to gaslight me into telling the people
That can't be what gaslighting is.
yes, that's what you're currently doing.
Well, yes then. And for all the people who seem to have a problem with gaslighting, too bad. People will keep doing
You
it.
don't have to be toxic every day.
This idea of gaslighting don't make sense to me, Jade.
Nothing around these things makes sense to you.
That's the whole point, Jade. They don't make sense, full stop.
Tell him so, you know. Tell him so. But yeah, just
No one's perfect.
see?
Could be worse.
The last side of
It could be worse. Jade, you haven't met any of my victims.
victims, why? I'm gonna start a support group for y'all.
No, but no, sometimes.
You see what I just do?
Yeah. But the thing about it is, for me, I recognize, right, that I am getting to that place where I have to be mindful of what I consume. Like, when you're young, you never think this is a thing. You just like eat whatever combination, eat fruits in the night, eat fruits in the morning, eat fruits lunchtime. Drink milk any time of the day.
Anytime.
Anything. You want something to eat, you feel it's 2 o'clock in the morning, you wake up, you feel like an omelette, you're gonna make an omelette. Like, no.
You can't do that. And I was going good. I'm trying to eat a little better. But I might have to take a different approach to this. I might have to cut some things up with that.
Jane, I've been telling you this for at least 3 years now.
So.
At least 3 years we've been having this conversation.
And I do.
No, but
Just,
I think we really have to listen to our bodies. And just in general, like definitely with diet, it speaks loudly. Like, you know how people say like, I feel it in my gut, our gut instinct.
literally currently.
But that's a real thing, you know, like some belief systems, like the gut is actually where your intuition comes from.
Yeah, bye.
Right? Like you literally feel it in your gut. Like you have a gut feeling about something.
Yeah.
Right? So like listen to your gut. Like
I did. I just listened a little too late.
No, what happened is it's been telling you all the time and you didn't listen. Jade, we do not have guts of steel. We are human. We are not androids. We have to pay attention to what we put into our bodies. I was watching this video of this amazing woman who, they say 77 years old. I still ain't too sure about it. But, she had made a conscious effort to, pay attention to what she eats, to work out. And if that is what's possible.
That's what you want to achieve.
Not even me, but you're just saying that a lot of us are not living up to our potential, like our physical potential. Right?
Mental, physical.
Myself included.
By the way, all out here just doing what I like.
Yeah. It's been very hard for me to get back into the swing of things.
Yes.
But definitely by the end of this week, I want to be able to say I'm back in the swing of things.
I think I'm getting there. I think I'm feeling a little better. Or maybe just yesterday until I feel like poisoning myself. But,
so like in general?
Yeah.
Like physically, like?
Physically, not so much, but mentally.
Mentally?
Yeah,
That's
That's
important.
that.
No, that's important.
The physical part, I definitely have to continue to work on.
What do you find is the hardest part for you?
Consistency.
Yeah, but something makes the consistency difficult. So what is it?
I just don't like exercise. Like I don't enjoy it. Like there's people that really enjoy it. Like.
No, Jade. No. You don't understand. The people that enjoy exercise at one point didn't enjoy exercise. That's the thing about it, Like most of the things that we claim to like, we have to learn to like.
Yeah.
Most of the things that you did the first time, you didn't like it. Things that you feel like you can't live without now. Things that are like things that help you escape, things that help you cope. things that help you just like manage. We didn't actually really like them when we first did it. If you really remember the first experience, you had to learn to like it.
Yeah. Well, I know that.
Almost everything that we do. So when you see people like consistently going to the gym and whatever, like, it's not because they are somehow like different to you. It's like they just went through the process that you know beginning. And that's one. And two, if it is a matter of like a wider trait, for instance, you're just not the type of person who could keep a schedule, for instance, if that's it for some people. I'm just using that as an example. So it makes other things, including, for instance, exercise, difficult. Then you have to find a way to hack that. Like, you have to hack yourself, right? So that might include, let's say, for instance, keeping a schedule is difficult for you, right? Then it might be about not having a daily schedule for your workouts, but having like wider goals. So like say, okay, for the week, how I structure my workout is not push, pull, legs, rest. It might be, for this week, I need to exercise my glutes 3 times, I need to exercise my back twice. So it might be I go to the gym 3 times, it might be that I go to the gym twice. But I know I have to get in these body parts, like at least whenever I go.
You just have to do it.
Right, whenever I go. So it might be this how you structure things to be able to help you to work out how to get your goal achieved. Might be harder for you to achieve it
the traditional
the way that other people might do it.
No, that could be it too.
Like for instance, I get another one too. Me like working out in the gym, like around people and them kind of things. No, that was me full big time. That was me.
Antisocial.
Just in general, Jade. So like I had to hack it. So the first thing I did was I got to the gym and nobody there. Right? Because also working out at home wasn't working. Right?
I've been trying that as well.
So it wasn't working. So some people are great at that. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
So what I did, I hacked myself. I go to the gym and nobody is there. And it's I'm fortunate enough that my schedule allows me the flexibility to be able to do that.
That is true.
Sometimes when I go, me one in there, vibes. And I in there, I like vibes. It's a party. Meaning I have to wear headphones. I could put on me whatever I want to listen to.
So the people can see it working through the glass?
Oh, Jade, come on.
Wow, what a show.
No, Jade. I'm saying, come on, like, you know I don't work. I still haven't gotten to that place.
Soon.
In my inflection.
Soon.
But yeah, like you find a way to hack where you got to hack.
That is true.
If you have a goal, yeah.
I think I need. What do I even think I need? I don't even know. Something to go home and ponder on. Do some self-reflection.
Figure out what it is you're trying to do. Figure out why is it seemingly difficult, and be very specific with what it is. So if you say something like I'm not consistent, like it's difficult to fix consistency.
Yeah.
Right? So what is it that makes it difficult to be consistent? And then try and answer those questions.
I got you, friend.
Maybe a little more results that way. Yeah.
So y'all need to just come sit down and talk to people sometimes?
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully. Jade, before you even get into anything, right? Let's start about yesterday. Yes, we're going into what's in the news. We came in here Friday. We came here at the end of the show. We asked y'all to be safe. We came out yesterday and had to discuss situations where persons were not safe. Here we are today, and I feel the need to speak on it again because yesterday, all kind of accident happened on the place.
Oh, really?
All kind of accident. I saw at least 3 accidents yesterday, Jade.
Oh, y'all was speeding.
I don't know if you were speeding alone. It seemed as though the equivalent to a snowstorm is heavy rains in St. Kitts. So they were...
Yes, it was raining yesterday, quite for a bit.
I was indoors, so I didn't really see much, but I recognized that, yes, it was raining heavily. And I saw an accident just across the road from where we are here,
Oh dear.
right? That one was scary for me because it involved another motorbike, like another motorcycle or scooter or something along them lines, and a car. Then on the bypass, there was another one. There was one across by, and that one was before the rain even started. So I don't know what's going on. By the roundabout by ECCB. So I'm just asking again, people, just be mindful on the roads. Bear in mind you have to drive for yourself and unfortunately for everyone else.
Yeah.
It's not like people. It's not always that people are doing something. It's not always that people speeding. It's not always. Sometimes things happening fast. You're looking all around. This morning was a prime example. I'm coming out of one stop. Guy's coming out of another stop at the junction, but he's looking at traffic coming from the opposite direction. So me being able to see that he's not looking in my direction and recognizing that he has enough space to come out, that he was gonna try and come out. So I just stopped. So it's only when he started to come out he realized that I was right there.
Yeah.
But had I not realized, like,
Then we would have been in an accident this morning.
right. So like you have to kind of drive for you
and
and for people. Bear in mind, like I'm again, please pay special attention to the motorcycle drivers. We know the pedestrians could be ignorant at times, but I much rather have to be a bit frustrated over the fact that this pedestrian crossing the road, even though it's a red light, than having to waste my afternoon scraping them off the pavement, right? So,
Yeah, that one is a little rough.
so bear in mind, guys, like you're driving for other people, and when you have passengers, let me tell you something, right? You see when they have passengers, Jade, instinctively certain things does cross my mind, eh? Like when I'm coming out of a stop, I drive a left-hand drive. So when I'm coming out of a stop, generally, my passenger is who's facing the oncoming traffic, and the left, and the cab driver on the left, right? So I just be mindful of like coming out of stop sensor because if something hit me, it ain't me hitting him. And I'm responsible for the people who are in my charge at the time, the people in my chance. So I, like instinctively, I thinking about like, hey, like be careful because I don't want that on my hands.
Yeah.
You understand?
And I'm happy that you do.
Oh, because you know sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
No, but you just don't want to. And I've gotten in accidents before, right? I've gotten in accidents before, and so the worst thing about an accident is when you recognize just how avoidable it was.
That is a fact.
It is just. The first time I got in an accident, right, I just banged on my steering wheel for like 2 minutes. Yeah, I just was so upset with myself
Angry
because
much?
I was in the wrong, right? But sometimes you're in the wrong because of the letter of the law.
Yeah.
But really and truly, I wasn't the one who made the blunder, right?
Oh.
But the fact that I could have done something to avoid it,
Yeah.
by the stress having to deal with the insurance, the other driver, dealing with the other driver, dealing with the insurance, dealing with supposing your vehicle, the owner of the vehicle, like it's just a lot of stress. So I'm begging you all. I'm begging you all.
Jokes, boy.
I'm begging you all to just be safe out there on the road, please.
I want
Let
to
us
drive for me to go deal with this.
Let us be safe, please. Me want to hear about no accidents today. I don't want to see any.
I hope you don't as well.
I don't wish that on nobody by. No. The worst thing about the accident sometimes there be the sound, you don't forget the sound, eh?
Oh,
the sound.
PTSD.
Yeah, the sound of vehicles crashing together.
I don't think it would be pleasant. I've heard accidents before.
There's one thing when you hear it, but there's another thing when you're in the vehicle, it sounds different in the vehicle. Sound different in the vehicle.
Have I ever been in those kind of no, that where wouldn't hear me?
And the thing about it, right? It don't matter how soft the impact is here. It just sound loud. like you could break up and just barely touch off somebody, and that just sounds so loud in the moment. It'll be like, bye.
No, you're right. You're right.
Type
I've been
of-
in minor accidents. Minor accidents.
Yeah, and it does be like, why was that so loud? You come out and everybody like, oh, okay, nothing happened. But inside you could have swear like this vehicle just turned. I saw a video this weekend of there was a mail truck parked. Might have been it's either U.S. Postal Office or UPS.
I never see the same video.
And a red sports car, traffic passing and going, a red sports car just come down and run right into the back of that there, Jade. Jesus Christ. Oh, he's no longer with us. And everything that goes along with that. Family, potential. Like,
Yeah, I see a lot of those videos on the internet. Why do they keep showing us these things?
because the idea is that, one, they're going to get clicks. Let's not fool ourselves.
Because, bruh.
But the takeaway should be, don't put yourself in them position.
Yeah, but if we constantly see it, I feel like we're going to be desensitized to it.
Yeah, but you don't want, like, you might be desensitized to the impact, the emotional impact to you, right? But I don't think people go, I've been seeing these people fall off of cliffs all the time. It can't be that bad. Like, no. So the emotional impact, like, yeah, you become numb to the emotional impact, but the sense that you're supposed to have, if you either have it or don't have it,
That's a scary thing, because you can't watch somebody and see if they have sense. They got to open them out. And then, no, you're watching them sideways, like, bye. Oh.
You stop there with that. Up to yesterday afternoon, my best friend tell me, you got some stupid, sensible people here.
Very much so. I tell you, just have to let them just talk as them. They start talking and you're just like, this is real thoughts. Like, this is how your brain processing things.
Sometimes people, when they speak very well. Sometimes they're well educated. Sometimes they're sensible people. But then you see them do something and it's like, man, oh man. But anyway, you were about to go into a thing. I just wanted to go off on that because...
No, this actually fits perfectly.
Okay. Segue King, that's me.
Yeah, you're right, a little. So, psychiatric unit at JNF, full to capacity. Police overwhelmed from dealing with psychiatric patients being held in police custody. Any thoughts before we get into the meat of the matter?
You mean apart from the fact that we've been talking about this here for umpteen years?
Yes.
Apart from the fact that members of the public, members of the health profession, people who have had issues managing their mental health have all been on record as saying that the resources available are less than what would be necessary, including the so-called housing for these people. It does feel like an off-campus site of the prison. That's why they feel. Jade, I have had friends who, due to unfortunate situations, have had to spend time at the psychiatric ward. It feels very dehumanizing when I go to visit them. And it's like everybody who visiting the people just kind of talking to them to this one metal gate. Like 6 people at a time talking to 6 different people. And the 6 different people on one side of the fence might not all be there. So you could imagine the chaos that's going on in that one particular moment.
What?
So you never had to visit somebody at the psyche ward?
No, and thankfully...
Maybe if you enjoy up there so you can see what
As if want to traumatize me.
No,
Let me tell you something. As much as I haven't visited it, you know that list that does tell you of my top 10 fears?
Yeah.
Psych ward under, man.
Psych ward under?
Definitely. From the things that I've heard. Just let me know, please.
Jay,
Lord up above.
It's
ever.
It's like a regular gate, Jay, like a doorway, but it's like metal.
No, I've seen it though.
Right. So
But I didn't realize.
You don't go inside, Jade. Like generally, you do not go inside.
I didn't realize that's how you speak to people.
Yeah, you just kind of stay out on the little thing above the drain and talk to.
But wait.
Your loved ones, like your son.
Wait.
Like you don't like your son.
Hold on. I'm not laughing because this is funny.
Your
I'm
daughter,
laughing because this
you can't believe it's unbelievable.
This, so what happened to we don't have privacy?
When in privacy, your head ain't good. You ain't need privacy.
And nobody ever thought this was like really terrible.
Jade, everybody has
fixable.
thought that. What I'm saying is people for years have been speaking about the inadequacy of the ward.
So why we
And
don't?
that is not that is not an indictment on the staff. That's not an indictment on the nurses that work there, the doctors that work there, even though there have been complaints about those as well.
Yes.
But in terms of the resources, no, Jade, administration and successive administrations. So the hospital administration as well as just the fact that the police now is the one who's saying by becoming difficult we overloading the psyche ward. That is telling you that the psyche ward is seen as an adjunct facility to the prison.
You're sick. Wait. Hold on, because so yeah, telling me the police telling y'all that there's so many people up there
That they're having problems.
they're now lacking space in a psycho. Y'all realize how much problems in this one statement?
Yep.
One, why is there so many people in the psych ward?
Yes, of course.
Two,
And I would contend that a lot of the people that are there, that isn't the type of care that they need. But I digress. Continue.
the police, why they carried everybody to the psych ward?
Okay, so here we go again. So what happens generally, if someone is having trouble with someone, if you're seen as being belligerent, if you're seen as being aggressive, you haven't really committed a crime, there's no real charges. A lot of the time, are you seen to be acting abnormally? The police take you up there. That's where the police take you.
Oh, there's nowhere else? Like there's nowhere else we could carry people? That's just it? What are the options? And don't tell me jail or the psych ward.
But that's what it is, Jade. That's what it is.
That is interesting.
Also, while we on this,
Wait, you know, we ain't read the story yet.
yeah, but while we on this topic, let me just put out there, for those of you who may not be wondering, I don't know if you want to know, the question is, what going on with the Harris home?
I have not heard about that in a while.
You know why? Got nothing going on.
Wow. That is an option. What happened to that option?
But I'm not even talking about the option of like where to put people who may be having a rough time for whatever reason. What I'm talking about is the system that we set up to deal with persons who are troubled. Instead of us building capacity, it seems as though we're losing capacity. If the Harris home was deemed, for instance, unnecessary simply because we have put things in place to catch persons who may be displaying the behavior that might have them end up over there before they end up over there, then I'd applaud. But I don't think that's what's going on. I don't think that's what's going on. I think there are people who, one, have benefited from going to the Harris home for one reason or the other. Perhaps the family situation was not the best. Perhaps they really needed some level of structure to help them just kind of readjust and refocus and get their life back in order. Also, I think that there were people who were passionate about juvenile care, who did a great job and were trained to do so. So how is it that we here now? And I am.
So is it closed?
And I am, from my understanding, if it is not closed, it is functioning at a capacity that is in nowhere near what it has been.
And the Harris's home would fall under whose portfolio?
Jeffrey? I think it might be Jeffrey.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm thinking, I don't think it's a matter of like this administration or the last administration. What I'm saying is that,
figure who would have to be the person to fix it.
I think what happening as time goes on, focuses shift. And what generally happens is that things come up hot, like the song. And then all of a sudden, something else hot come up and things start to cool off.
The attention span very short.
And then the attention. Yeah, but the problem is, the reason for that is if the response to these things come out of political convenience, then when political conveniences shift, then attention shifts as well from these things. Resources shift from these things. So that is what we're going on. Oh, they say hot on Facebook. Hey guys, guess what we're doing? We're doing XYZ, we're doing all kind of things. Well, something has come up on Facebook next week. Well, we're doing these things here now, but them things we was doing last week, well, forget about that, yeah.
Obviously, because this is this headline. Yeah, realize all of this conversation is back out the headline. We ain't even know what happened yet, you know? That's how crazy this sounds. Like.
No, but it's because we know that this has been a thing.
Yeah. Yeah. For years upon years, we've spoken about the psych ward. Everybody speaks about the psych ward. So it's not like it's not a conversation that people don't hear.
And again, this is not an indictment on the staff. I think the staff themselves recognize
that they are under-equipped. They
need better facilities. They need more resources. And this is the thing, you know. Focus. So here we are, a lot of talk about the need to build capacity in our healthcare system. We just had an announcement a few days or weeks ago about several expensive and well-needed pieces of equipment that we have now been able to bring on board at the hospital, right? But what happens is that because these people that are in the psych ward are generally forgotten, seen as less important, less valuable, then it is not a priority, even when we start focusing on the healthcare system.
Because I don't remember.
It literally just a building on the side.
I truly, maybe I have
next to the furnace where they burn up all the trash.
Oh, wow. Wild. So.
You're lucky they ain't shot two of them in there. You think it's joke, Jade?
Listen. All the talk I've heard about healthcare, I don't remember hearing anything about the psych ward and the improvements to the psych ward. I don't know.
I think I've heard the Prime Minister mention it, Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
I think I've heard the Prime Minister.
I don't know. I don't remember
I think I've heard the Prime Minister mention it.
Well,
however, the issue that I'm having is these do seem like very immediate needs. Now we have the police, saying we ain't know where to put the people that we don't have the training to deal with, because that's really what it is they're saying. What they're really saying is the police are being put in positions where they don't have the training to deal with whatever. You ever read something? So let me know. Go ahead, read it.
I'll come in, friend. I'll come in.
Read it, man. Read it.
The cells at the Bastia police station are being used as a holding space for psychiatric patients who cannot be accommodated at the Joseph and Franz General Psychiatric Unit due to the facility being fully occupied.
Madness. The other thing that is madness too, right? You want me to tell you why it's madness as well? There are people who the police go, right? Again, I think the police are being put in some very difficult situations.
Yes.
Because this is what would happen. Mother come home from work. She and son kind of argument. Son, for whatever reason, right? For whatever reason, is either belligerent, loud, she can't get a hold of him, she can't control him. She call the police. I call the police. Police come. Youngster, cool out. Listen to your mother. What happened to your boy? What? But what is it? No, I no vex no, because first thing, it must be mystic to get your mother call police on you. No, we don't know why this triggering the behavior in the first place. Perhaps it's an actual psychotic episode. Perhaps it's somebody maybe being fueled by some kind of substance abuse. Like, we don't know. So this is what going on now. Police there, mother there, son there. Police can't stay there all night. Police don't have the training to deal with that situation. So police can't lock him up because there's nothing really to lock him up for besides by you disturbing your mother, please. And really and truly, we ain't want to deal with this. So you'll take him into custody, and what you do? You put him in the psych ward. Now he go up there, he get drugged. He might be dealing with some psychotic issues, and the problem I have is there are people up there for months, Jade. Months on end. Months on end. Months.
Yo, y'all don't
You
understand
come out,
the
you don't
problem
have,
y'all creating,
you can't
you know?
have of course, you ain't got a job now. Like, you ain't got a job. Society just walk out you crazy because I was in the psych ward for 3 months. Like, that's what, Jade, me even, this is not
I know you're not joking,
no,
Azem.
but this is not a exceptional story, you know.
No, this is
This
what
is
has
the norm.
happened. This
This
is
is the
literally what has
norm.
happened. And y'all don't understand the bigger problem y'all created
I
with
go
this.
up there sometime to visit somebody, and I surprised, Bailey, the amount of young men who either know me or I know them just in there. I may see you for a while. Bye, the man just got me in here. So what you doing? The man just give me some tablets, and I'd talk to the doctor every 2 days, like 2 days a week.
And then what?
Months.
No, y'all is serious.
And the reason that I know,
Y'all is serious.
and the reason that I know that this isn't really helping the situation is because I walked down the road one day and the fella that I just hailed up, he hailed me. So I walk in on 4th Street, Bailey, what going on? Buy me a drink there, no? Cool, no problem, I got you. Let me go. Then just realize me, I may see him in a while, right? You know, he be? Back up there again. So where's the aftercare? Right? Where's the aftercare? Where's the access to whatever he might need, whether it is medication or just simple counseling? Where's the access to that?
And we can't even, the counseling center is full, eh?
Counseling centers done struggling, bust to the seams.
Like, y'all understand how important people's mental health is?
Nope.
Why is that not a focus? You know, people behave that way because of their mental health. Like, they just ain't deciding to just act this way. There's a bigger problem. You see how y'all felt when y'all had to be locked down for COVID? Y'all was losing y'all minds daily, and y'all was home. So imagine having to do this over and over in a facility that don't have the proper care, the proper...
Jade, sometimes you're in there, you don't even know why you're there.
No, we can't do that.
Some of the people that have visited there, right, when they come out, they say, okay, so what was the issue? But the man tell me I smoked my weed.
That's
Like, that's your medical diagnosis?
I don't feel like that's what the doctor that's what the doctor should write. I don't know.
So one time, I actually saw a report on one of the young men that I'm close to. And I don't know if word for word, but my takeaway from what I read was the suggestion was that he suffers from schizophrenia and psychosis brought on by his marijuana intake.
Okay.
Right? So I'm like, so what are you supposed to do now to manage this? He said, bye. The man tell me stop smoking. Like what? Like that's No, the reason why this was so surprising to me is while we're having this conversation, he balling up. He balling up. Because in his living situation, right, which I was privy to because of our close relationship, the only thing he could come up with to cope was the one Jade every now and then.
Wow. No, and that's real, eh? That's real because what else you could do? You know what made me realize how feeble our mental, well, I mean, other things, right? But sometimes what I like to do is watch things like Soft White Underbelly. I think you had mentioned it one day. I used to see it, but I never watched it. But you mentioned it one day.
I started watching it, yeah.
And if I understand how people don't just, it's not just, oh, you just stop smoke weed and your mental health is fixed. That's not, that's not how it works.
Sometimes the reason you're smoking weed is the same situation you're being thrust back in, you know.
Because your mental health unstable already. So you need to smoke to at least try to find the balance. But if you do too much, it puts you into a worse position. This is a very ticklish place to be, you know. Because ain't everybody could just find peace, go do yoga, sit down and, you know, meditate. People really dealing with things daily.
We need to build capacity, Jade. We need to build capacity within the healthcare system to deal with these types of things.
Well, Sabai.
There are people right now who have skills, like actual training, to at least be able to contribute in somewhere and they don't know how to contribute. I'm speaking from, I've had conversations with people who have done maybe a first degree in psychology, who want to help, but they don't know how to help.
Kevin, what Kevin went to school for?
Okay then.
And guess what he had to do?
Leave. So it's not a matter that we don't have people that can come in and help. I'll give you another example. So we talked about some tragic situations. One particular that happened on this weekend.
I didn't even get to talk about the one in Guyana, but you know.
So this weekend, right? That young man who passed, again, we spoke about why it is so tragic, the circumstances on which, you know, he departed. And so that must be very impactful on a wide range of people. First, his family, right? Secondly, his close friends and schoolmates. Thirdly, any social organization that he may have been a part of. So for instance, I mentioned the fact that he would come he would be active and be around church, right? I have been privy, while I was living in the States, to some seminars, training, workshops for people to be able to grieve, to counsel grief.
Grief counselors, yes.
And even if you're not a grief counselor, then understanding how grief works prepares you not only to deal with grief, but to also just help those around you to deal with grief. I am almost certain, Jade, that some of these people that are today grieving had no access and no opportunity, don't even know that maybe it'll be good to have somebody talk to them. And I'm not talking about going to therapy. I'm not talking about going to counseling. I'm just talking about somebody going to this young man's classroom where his empty chair is on Monday morning and talking to the students about what has happened, what they're feeling, and how to manage and navigate it, and how to help each other through the moment.
Yeah, I can't say I've ever had that happen. And I remember being young and having classmates or, you know, people that are in your peer group die. And they're not talking. It's just like...
You're just trying to figure it out on your own, you and your friends, and sometimes you're not able to do so.
You're just gone to school and there was an announcement made or whatever it is.
If you're lucky.
If you're lucky. Yeah, you're right. If you're lucky. And then you have to just move on with, and figure it out.
I had there was an unfortunate situation that happened while I was young in school. An altercation happened between two of my peers. They weren't in my class. They were in my class at one point, but by the time we were in, this happened when I was in high school. One of my friends ended up dead, and the other one, well, of course, ended up in jail. He eventually got convicted of murder, right? There wasn't even an announcement at assembly the day when we came back to school. There there wasn't even like an assembly that said, I have to behave myself. Not even that. Like that's what needed in the moment, right? But not even that. Not even that. It was just, what happened, by? But what happened by the fighting? What are they fighting for? They see happen.
Yep.
People was there. But we gonna get this afternoon go see if any blood down there still. Like that's what Children gonna do. We first farm, second farm. This like we.
And we don't understand the gravity and the finalness of death anyway.
No, you know how crazy it was. Fast forward a few years when he turned 18 or 19 or whatever it was when he come out of prison because he was tried as a child. And so when I think it was 18 that he got out. And seeing him on the road and being like,
hold on.
Well,
So
the one who
no, where did they put him? In like HMB?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you're
But here is the joke now. So you go to jail at second farm, right? Come out at 18. Why do you think your life looking like when you
That's
come out?
why I'm asking you, where did they put him? Because no way y'all put that child in HMP for years and then just release him back out into to sing it.
Well, he tell me straight up that he going back. He tell me straight up that he was going back. He tell me he just coming out for a little bit, but he said, I can't. He tell me straight up. No, this was never a student who by any stretch of the imagination was academically gifted. He was athletically gifted. But nobody would ever believe that he was academically gifted, right? So, but for him to have the awareness
That he knows
that
he's not equipped to be out.
I am not equipped to deal with the world as it is now. Bear in mind that the world changed a lot in those few years.
Yeah.
Because I was in a generation that knew what it was to go to school without cell phones and then to go to school with cell phones.
Yeah.
So like he now imprisoned this in the entire switch as the world is changing.
As a child.
Internet becoming a thing, computers becoming a household object. Like how?
Wow.
You understand? So it's like in the entire system, Jade, like we dropping shot.
By and then we wonder why we have to take desperate and drastic measures to deal with whatever criminal activity happening in cities. You know that one gas station? Yeah. Y'all really need to stop and realize that there's a lot of big issues that we have to deal with. And a lot of them we creating ourselves.
I try to talk about, Jay, this thing about trying to absolve yourself of any responsibility and pretending like you're not part of the issue. That they're gonna help you because you're either gonna be part of the issue in acknowledging your role, or you're gonna be part of the issue when you acknowledge your role as a victim of the consequences. So it don't matter. You're part of it. You're part of it either way. You know how much man maybe was supposed to run go get some Pampers for your girlfriend and went where go do what he wasn't supposed to do and walk out by, and a problem I go in the gas station and pick up them there. And then the gas station closed. Like how you can explain that there now? After what you recognize. There's only something you recognize the impact. The gas station will save a lot of people life, yeah?
Listen,
bring home some water when you come in. Sure, honey.
Yeah.
What? Get away?
The gas station literally doing what Best Boy used to do.
We need Best Buy to come back to.
We really need Best Boy to get back.
Yeah, we need.
Yeah, no.
Who we need to talk to?
Because
who is responsible for that?
No, that's another important topic to discuss. That is another important question, Azem.
That they affected my mental health.
Who do we talk to get Best Boy back on board? Because this ain't working.
When we talk.
No, this Best Boy was saving lives, you know.
When we talking about having the capacity to deal with mental issues, Best Buy 24 hours
was included.
That's a big part.
Yeah.
That's a big part.
You know how terrible it is when you're hungry and you cannot find anything to eat? Best Buy open.
Best Buy open. But COVID really do a number on us, yeah.
Oh my
COVID
God.
really do a number on us.
God. Where would you take that from us? Why would you take that from us? That is so selfish.
We don't even have the capacity to fully examine and figure out what are all the contributing factors to some of the behaviors that we see now.
We don't.
Like, is it the reason why we're seeing so much murder and robbery and fighting all in the school? Is it because the peace money done, or is it because of COVID? Is it because that all of a sudden now the rap music blasting louder? Is it because Best Buy closed? Like what it is? Like why it is, I don't know. It may be a combination of all.
Yeah.
I bet it's because Best Buy closed. But I mean,
Best Buy closed now, everything.
everything gone here, why you Jade?
You know what's that? That's them they're leaning on them broom, you know.
They what?
You remember when they was leaning on the brooms them? You remember? When they had the videos of people standing on brooms and leaning?
Oh yeah.
Out there making witchcraft.
Yeah.
No COVID. No Best Buy. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Somebody go big Best Buy.
We need to start a movement, Jade.
Yeah, we're gonna start a petition.
Yeah, we're gonna have placards. I don't busy be placarding the wrong thing.
All the wrong things. There we go by Best
All
Buy.
the wrong things. It's minimum wage, raise, and then you can't go Best Buy. So what's the point?
What's the point? Where you gonna spend the money?
Best Buy need to bring us on board for all this endorsement.
No, but we miss you.
Yeah.
Love you.
But, man, like no, but seriously, we really
No, we
have
got to figure out
we have to build
the hell
capacity.
going on.
We have to build capacity. Incorporate those people. There are people here with certain skills. You know what they're doing? They're gonna work Ross.
They're going over across, yes?
They're gonna work Windsor.
Okay. Think the people are trying to make a little sugar cake too?
I'm telling you, when I look at some of these big companies in the US and so, they have people on staff whose responsibility is to make sure that they're mental on point so they could perform it.
Mm-hmm.
Performance coaches.
That is a fact, friend.
Yeah, we need to really. So this is my suggestion.
Yes.
Firstly, we need an update to the facility. Facility might need to be built. Yeah, say I'll have somebody come in here and building houses in 4 weeks. I'm sure we could build a new facility or two within the time. Within a decent enough time. Right? Perhaps what we could do is even renovate the haunted back of the hospital. The haunted house that is the old hospital, we could renovate that.
Oh, the haunted house, yes, because as if nobody can tell me 9 out of a nightmare.
Jade.
Behind you, there's literally, you could feel it in your spirit when you're behind
Jade,
you.
at sunset, you hear the screams of past patients here.
But
Like,
behind you, different. One time I went to see a doctor, right? And when she told me where she was located, I thought she was playing. Like, I thought she was joking.
You thought you were about to get sacrificed?
Because why do we behind here? Wherever as I'm walking through the I don't know if a lot of y'all play this game called Silent Hill. Which one it be?
Oh, boy.
Remember Silent Hill?
Yeah.
That was giving me big Silent Hill vibes.
Wow. Yeah, I can see that. But let me tell you something.
Renovate it for you, but knock it down first. Knock down everything.
Whatever you gotta do, you just need a place. That's one.
Yes.
Two, we need to start building capacity in the sector. So we need one, because the police are usually the ones who get called in these situations. And what that means is that we need police to be trained with how to handle certain situations.
Yes.
Right? Then things need to be put in place so the police themselves know, hey, if this is an issue where we have to take this person out of the situation that they're in, this is where they're going. And so the processes of how to deal with that, what that means, how long can you hold somebody without them being charged, without them being diagnosed by a doctor with some need for urgent care. All of them things they need to be put in place and widely stated and everybody know so that we don't have no issues where that is concerned. Build capacity among healthcare workers. So yes, we have the doctors, we have the psychiatrists and the psychologists, but also we might need to build capacity with people who can supplement this area. So for instance, guidance counselors at the schools, church leaders, church groups that already does go up there and add in some way to what it is that they mean well, right? So being able to invite them to help them build capacity to have the most positive impact. Because it's all good to go and sing and pray, but perhaps if you understand how to deal with people who are dealing with the loss of a leg and trying to figure out what life looks for me next, maybe that person ain't really down for you telling me your leg gone but God loves you. Maybe that's not what the person wants to hear at the time. You're laughing, Jade, but that's what happened.
You're like, nobody. They don't watch. That's anyway.
Jesus loves you is the comeback for everything, Jade.
Me leg gone, but Jesus loves me.
Yeah, Jade, the thing is, Joe. I'm not.
Every day I feel like I in a simulation in Azem.
Jade.
Every single day. There's something.
When in doubt, Jesus loves you. that's the strategy.
No, I mean...
Because I'm going to tell you right now, there are some people that they mean well. And so they go with some of these church groups up to these places on Sunday afternoons to do witnessing, to talk to the people, whatever. And I am convinced that some of them people need to be talking to nobody. Then they might need to be over in the overbooked hotel.
Yeah.
You can't just be taking up people and sending them to go talk to people who are in a very fragile state.
No, please don't do that.
That's what will be going on, Jay.
Please don't. That's not going to help. Not until
And it's not that they don't mean well.
No, you could mean well, but maybe you should have a script, and the script should not include.
You ain't even just about the script, Jay. You have to have an understanding
that is true as well.
about what it is that people are going through. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes all the people need to hear is, there's no way I can relate to you, but some part of me understands what it is, what it must be like for what you're going through. And I'm incredibly sorry that you have to deal with this. But hopefully with time, like you think, and if you just talk, just listen to me. Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need somebody to just come and listen. Don't say nothing.
Yeah, and you know, you have
Don't tell me what verse in Isaiah.
No, not a verse, but you have to hit
to
them with something religious, and just you have to also end it by telling them if there's no one to talk to God. You have to round it off as him. You have to.
Like I keep telling people all the time, you know.
No,
This
is
is-
that a beautiful message?
This is but this is for the religious people since we're on the board, right?
Baby, I love it. When him doing the articles, I love it.
Let me tell you something. I think Witty mentioned, and this is one thing that I remember from. I used to work in a church, so I used to end up being in a lot of services because the thing. So I'll be at like special meetings for the grief team. I'll be in special meetings for the outreach ministry. I used to do the early morning breakfast for the homeless. So I used to be in all of these things. And one of the things that I always remember, one pastor said one time, as he was talking to members of the church, and I think this was like the evangelism team or whatever, the man said, Jesus helping people. He didn't give them great advice. He didn't just say something hopeful. He met a need that they were having at the exact time. So when he was there preaching, well, the sense of preaching, find the people I'm hungry. I'm going to multiply a couple fishes here.
Yeah.
Let me get a couple loaves going. Make the thing jiggy.
Make this a party.
You understand? Yes. I want to demonstrate the power of God and the fact that He can supply our needs, but I'm going to just tell you. We want to turn a little water into wine, get the thing jiggy.
Watch here. Just so slick, you know?
When the man them figuring out about how we going to pay with taxes, Jesus tell them and them, I say, hey, watch it, go down. The first fish you catch, just open them out. But this is a real obvious man.
No, listen.
But no, imagine that. Imagine this. What you go catch a fish, open him out. Then you go, just trust me, G.
But I feel like he was a little extra with the thing them too because
That one was a little extra.
you could have just put it on the table.
No, Jade,
Well, man, catch a
no,
fish,
but
I
you need to exercise faith.
No, it's true.
It's not I can't just give you. You have to do something.
No. I gotta show you what's really going on with the power of faith.
Yeah, but the point I was making is that he met a need, and through meeting that person's need, then they get the message that you're trying to send.
Yeah.
So you can't just all the time continually preach to people and people suffering. It's not gonna work.
No, going to work at all.
It's not gonna work. What do you think that in some societies, the people that we on the outside might look as being the bad ones, the gangsters, the
waywards,
Batman them, the dons. Why do you think they have so much power, love, and respect from the people within the community?
Because they meet in needs.
They meet their needs.
That's all.
When you see the army, Jade, going to a garrison for a suspected criminal, and the mothers of the community come and form a human ring around his property. What do you think that is? Because they just love him and he doesn't make their bed warm at night?
Such a good young man.
He's such a good young man. No, that young man needs to put shoes on my foot when you all couldn't do it and I couldn't do it.
The young man having turkey and ham drives, the community toy drives, sending children back to school, making sure they got the utensils.
And even more so, Jade, and I tell you this because I've seen it even here in St. Kitts. It's one thing when you do something for the community, but you see when I have a specific need and I know I could come to you and you help me, when I couldn't help myself, I have seen others go, men in their community, school start, no, this does happen. I've seen it happen and tell him, hey, go in the back there, you see a bag? Just get something, man. You have to meet people's need. This thing when we talk about, you're just going up and talking and witnessing. You know, this is an enactment on the church. The healthcare system.
Is it where we reach? Is it where we reach now?
The healthcare system, yeah, we got to build capacity, man.
Bye.
The police complaining they're going to space to put people that they ain't even locking up. That's the funny thing, yeah. They ain't even locking up these people.
No.
But then it got to a point where they put in the people them who they have no purpose locking up in the place we're already full with people who actually supposed to get locked up.
Everybody just mix and mingling by.
So what am I supposed to do to my mental health?
Oh, my mother's here by.
I was having a bad day, Jade, right? I got vexed and abused off my mother. Right? Next thing you know.
Tell me 10 gunmen. How am I reach here? How am I reach here? What am I supposed to do now? Oh. How do I explain this? This is beyond me. This is way beyond me, Azem.
And there, man, just watching me like food.
What's supposed to call it? Nah, I can't do that, man. Lord, man.
Oh, boy. Oh, yeah, man, fix that, please.
Please, quickly. This is, no. This ain't even supposed to be a headline. You know how crazy this headline reads? Please, come on. Come on.
The Explorers Museum. Now the police, they self-abuse.
Bye, watch it.
No, but that's crazy, though.
No.
The fact that I haven't committed a crime, I'm not suspected of committing a crime.
In jail?
I am recognized as being someone who needs help, but I'm in a prison cell.
I'm in jail. I'm in HMP.
I'm in a prison cell. That is wild.
So now I'm supposed to tell people I need help? How?
Need. But if you didn't need help before, trust me, you need help now.
Okay. So now
India nice, yeah?
Yeah, I've seen it with my own 2 eyes, and I've been hoping and praying to never reach there ever since. Hoping and down my top 10 too.
Never spend a night in HMP?
We're taking them off as we go. I can't do that, I can't do it. I don't have the capacity.
The women them got a little better, though.
I don't care. The thought of being over there. Azem.
Put me with the woman them.
No, that don't work.
Put me with the woman them. If I ain't supposed to be in here, at least put me with the woman them. That's all I say. Black women are nurturers. I'm a black
They are. They are.
I hope to see if y'all can help me. At least the black women innately will recognize a young man that needs some nurturing and some help, and I'll get nurtured.
We can't put everybody that need help over there, Azem. We can't.
It's not with me. Because if I got a bad day, and y'all are gonna have to put me and I have to go into the prison. All I'm saying is put me room on them. That's all I'm saying. God forbid that will not happen. But yeah.
That's
It's crazy, Jade.
yeah, wait, please, I fix it. I just how they could have put the Cameroonians in the community center and they could facilitate we own, although
Even that. No, but even that, Jade, even that. Let's be honest.
no, that's a point.
No, let's be honest, Jade. There are some community centers that just taking up space.
yeah, they're there. They're there, but instead I put people in jail.
Jade, we got some government buildings that are just taking up space.
Lots. But I'm
Like
not.
running down.
But I'm not.
Speaking about that, there, and we're just going off on tangents right now.
Ain't
Can
even
somebody
said-
explain to me the logic, the impetus, the reasoning behind the musical chairs that is government offices just moving around like this? Like, why that happen? Somebody explain that to me.
They don't even tell you.
Why the government build, like, no, there must be a reason.
Yeah, there has to be a
It
reason.
happens too regularly.
They ain't just taking them up and playing, a shuffle.
There must somebody
have to
explain
have
it
a
to me,
reason
and
why.
don't give me the nice. Or somebody saying the mold.
The mold.
The mold.
Wow.
That might actually be one reason. But if I'm getting a joke, why I don't think it is, because the places that they complain about mold are still being used. This is what has happened, Jay. They take up from one place where they're paying rent to go to a place where they're paying more rent. I don't understand. And we got government buildings there falling apart. So somebody explain it to me. What's the scam? And I say, it is a scam. It must be a scam.
God's diamond, I said.
It must be a scam. So may want the politically correct answer that must be on the press conferences. I want this scam answer. I want this scammer answer. Yeah, but of course, if it's scam, it's money. But I need to know how the play work.
Why would they tell you that, Azem? Be for real. Why would they tell you?
Me saying, tell me, me gonna say it on live.
No.
I just want to get in.
No.
Jay, no. What happened is
When you're
the
in the
person.
media, they tell you that.
The person,
Your
no,
name
Jay,
don't stay.
the person who gonna tell me is somebody who know but ain't benefiting. That's
That's what you got to find.
Them the
Yeah.
whistleblowers, Jay. Somebody who know this scam work, but they ain't really benefiting. So they ain't understand.
Yeah.
And then you got some people who just like being things. You got some people who just like to be in things. So
Yeah.
let me see if anybody done say it on the live.
Oh, look what Azem cousin. Look what Azem cousin.
Like, and that's the thing too, when the media don't ask them questions.
I don't know, friend.
That's a jiggy question.
Yeah.
Just explain to me why y'all keep moving on the place. Playing whack-a-mole with the government agencies then.
Aye.
That's all they trying to figure out. Jay,
Trying to find government
I
office
went
in
to-
tickets.
I was-
It's like playing Where's Waldo.
that what I'm telling you, Jade, is like, is it a game? Is it a game that we playing and we don't know?
I don't know, man. I don't even, it's so crazy, like, I don't know where half the government office them be in
Jade,
Bastille.
one day, the ministry is here. Fast forward a week later, the ministry is no longer there. It's down here, but only half of them there. The next half over in this other building over here. The same department here. The same department.
Well, Ministry of Education is same place?
I don't even know where it was. The last time on the Ministry of Education to be was
In front of government headquarters.
where?
Upstairs, in front of government. Where me where?
Jade.
He moved after that?
Them there done went up by Stanford building up by the thing. Oh no. That was one of them that was half was one place and half was another place.
Oh, the cap.
Some of the curriculum unit used to be above Neville's. Right? So part of education was above Neville's. Right? The building next to this is a while back, of course, but the building next to Miss Wall House by Greenlands there. Education used to be in there at one point.
Oh.
Right? Where else education used to be, by?
Nice.
It got somewhere else. And I'm almost certain that at least one person who said they work in education probably working in Port Zante. It come like there's a thing going on where at least one person from each government department need to work down Port Zante.
I don't understand either.
You understand? Just call Port Zante the government.
I just put the government down there. Just put everybody down there. Put everybody down there. Make it easier for us.
That's why I can't understand, Jade. I keep saying we need a commercial center. People keep going, oh my God, how is this? I say, but a government, a central government area, right?
We're so smart.
And they keep saying, how we going to do that? I said, but we already doing it. We build Port Zante and then all the government didn't see much from there. So, all we got to do it now is build it specifically.
Yeah, that's all. That's all.
I understand.
We need so much things in this country, man. Jesus Christ. God be with the Prime Minister here. I would hate to have to inherit these kind of things, man. Because what you said is, right? Because a lot of these things could have been fixed long time, you know?
Yeah, Jade. And the thing is, nobody expect things to all get fixed at once. But
but I had time.
No, but the issue is when you come and perpetuate the things that you don't even have to perpetuate. Like, Jade, I had several meetings with several people.
You're busy?
I had to ask people, where are you been now? I cannot assume. If somebody tell you come to the department of such and such conference room, it's like, but wait, they are a conference room. I just in this back room. Oh no, we done moved down to. Oh, come to the ministry of whatever to meet the minister. You gone up where you know the minister to be. Oh no, he ain't here no more.
They move him up.
Then you hear the same minister who ministries, right? So then when you go meet him with this one, you go meet him in this other place over.
I gotta respect in this country, though.
All it is a government central administrative sector.
We small.
And what you have is a building. The building are all the meeting places, and you just book meeting places as they go, and you just book. One business center, so you need anything print. There's a business center, you go, you got your printer, boom, 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 you print up.
That's print street. Wait, do you think they just built? Wait, you finished yet?
Jade, we've been asking this question for about 2 years now.
Print you finished yet? No, like I feel like Jade, because it's been so long, like Jade, I can't remember.
Jade, people don't even remember that you're supposed to be able to drive straight across Princess Street here. Nobody could explain to me what going on. Nobody could explain to me what happening with that. Administrations come, administrations go. The one thing that ain't moving is the blockade. Like, nobody could explain to me.
What y'all doing this? What y'all doing? What y'all doing? Oh my gosh. I tell you, I would hate to have to inherit these things because a lot of this is just nonsense. A lot of these things, imagine y'all building a government building for 5 years?
5 years, Jade. And there wasn't building it, Jade. It was just a small renovation.
So what you ain't done? Wait.
But then we have been 2,400 homes in 6 months.
But I can't finish it. Nobody.
And we can't own back Princess Street. Oh my gosh. Yo. Hey,
this got me a competition, right?
We don't want to this place, like, I think what bother me, I tell you, like, that's why they can't invite me to, like, these kind of, like, they can't invite me to, like, the Prime Minister round table. Them is the questions I want somebody to ask. When we talking about, like, yo, we're going to build a house that could stand up to any hurricane in 4 to 8, for like 6 to 12 weeks. Why we can't unblock Princess Street? It's been 8 years.
There's people that didn't even know that Princess Street was not blocked.
You got people walking through town didn't know that Princess Street at one point.
No, that's an actual 2-in-1 man.
Big children born, make the black head there, and now they're walking through town robbing people. And they didn't even know that was a getaway road. Hey. And yo, what are they?
The behind there, say that we call it we know, but you call it Princess Street.
It's
Princess.
Yeah, but Princess, I say, me saying Princess, you know.
But that's why everybody say Princess Street.
People that say Princess Street, but it's Princess Street.
Yeah, it's because we don't, we call it the word right there.
The word right there.
we don't have that they are locked down.
Princess Street.
Wow.
Bye.
That's a hell of a realization for you, boy. Oh God. We get a bill of homes but we can't unblock Princess Street. How I get this though? The Prince ain't done yet. But okay, well I guess you know.
Somebody said, but they here telling us the places where education be. Oh my gosh.
Come on. Let's not do that.
Right. Bear in mind, right? Bear in mind. It's all well and good to say the word block off and somebody making the good point.
Somebody said I forget.
But the thing about it is, but you have literal business places there.
Right there.
There's business places there. Mm-hmm. No, we understand how access affects businesses. Mm-hmm. Like the businesses across there who's suffering for years and years because nobody understands what's going on. Nobody even going to work on the print, you know. Nobody working on it, Jade. There's no work happening. They just stop.
No, you mentioned I haven't seen anybody in a yellow hat in a while.
The first part of Princess Street is now an ad hoc parking lot. The cars, them, they just kind of back in there in the morning and then it's like, well, who come first, leave last? Cause
Alright, that's...
Oh, boy.
I can't believe Princess Street.
Right in front of government quarters, yeah?
Directly across from it. So they could see it every day. So they can't say, you know. Then every day they see that Princess Street is now a one-way. Every day.
Jade, back in the day, you know, important that road was when factory harm blow and you're trying to reach back home before your grandmother bang you. No. But no, you gotta run down all the way down to the end of... Bye. They don't understand the way this affects people's lives. But yes, Jade, at least we're gonna get the homes in a month, Jade. $2,400 houses in 4 years.
Okay, well, they're here building. Just at the Psych Ward, the Print Tree. I mean, if we got the resources, why not use them? We're trying to create jobs here.
What's going on with the prison? They say the prison continuing.
So the hospital.
The one thing that I'm glad to see actually happening though is people that be working in Rasi High.
Okay.
Even though, oh my gosh. So okay, there was just the demolition that was happening then. It was just the demolition. God, they said the work stopped.
Okay, so let me calibrate again.
No, but the problem with the Basti High is that it seems as though they're trying to save as much of it as possible. And I wish they would just knock down the whole thing. Knock down the whole thing, dig up all the ground, make sure dig up all the pipes, all the plumbing, make it a barren wasteland that we then go back on a whole star of the Caribbean right there in this place. Like everything, take up all the pipe, all the sewage, just go on everything.
Everything.
Take up everything.
They said the people working on back. This I'm reading there because nobody gonna give me a law, yo.
What is it?
They said that the people working on the Bastille High School thing get sick. Why would you laugh at that?
Because there's nothing up there. So if that is true,
hey, this guy be a cartoon.
watch it, right? The idea for me, right? The idea, we're not going back on a rant about Bastille High School, right? Because I have been on record as saying how mumu that there was, right? I have been on record as saying how stupid that was, and I think that is one of the biggest travesties in the nation, like in a long time. I think it's very underplayed how serious that issue was, right? But Jade, the reason I'm here saying And I had that same thought.
That people get sick?
When the people had begun working, I said, why these people ain't in there in hazmat suits? It's just regular people going in like parks and beaches and like just regular demolition people. Like I'm just like, what are you saying? Like this can't be real. And so we're back to the same thing where people are saying that nothing up there wrong.
There's got to be a
Now, even if nothing was wrong at the time when they closed the school, right, Jade?
By
The school been there
now,
for 10 years.
man. By now.
The school just been there for 10 years.
Literally just been there, watching away. Like, you can't. What
So it's just in there like...
kind of thought process is this?
I don't even want to know what kind of mutants living on the back of his school right now.
Watch here.
What kind of gangster rats? They lucky the rats they made them come out and start to slice people neck and so.
That's what I'm written all in my brain.
The mutant rats from Bastille High School.
That's how it goes, sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Boy, I got people. No, man. No, man.
The rats them on the piece. Wow. Bye.
Yo,
This
this is a simulation, Azem.
We live, Jade.
This is a direct simulation.
I am really starting to believe we have hopped into a different timeline. Eh?
Bye.
You ever see some of the things that prove that we're in a different timeline? Like we crashing and things get screwed up? Like even like song lyrics and so.
You mean correctly?
Yeah, like song lyrics like and things that you remember to be true from your
What are those called again?
I can't remember. But yeah. But it's a thing, Jade. It's a thing.
I fully believe Azem.
It's a thing. Like
And
so things getting screwed up all around. So some people believe that there was nothing ever wrong with the Bastille High School, and some people believe that obviously there was something wrong with the Bastille High School. And the reason for that is that some people from one timeline and some people from the next. Because that's the only thing that makes sense.
And things they were like the Rick and Morty episode when the university started to get quashed.
Jay, that is obviously what's happening.
Yeah, clearly.
And Rick and Marty has been getting it right all the time. So there's no reason for me to believe.
They're on point.
There's no reason for me to believe that this.
The man, the Simpsons been telling you years. Years.
Oh boy.
What a time, boy. What listen, thoughts and prayers to the government, to the current administration, because again, a lot of these things y'all inherit, and by fix them.
Half of these things we're talking about, they're perpetuating. It ain't even a matter that they just got an issue that they got to deal with. A lot of the things they got, these issues they got to deal with. But administrations come, administrations go, and all of them do the exact same thing.
Well, all they doing, they're adding on. So let's stop adding on. Because now we're up to, again, do not waste the resources we're getting. Build the hospital one time, finish all these groundbreaking things that y'all did around the country that just ground. Fix the psych ward, the prison, Bastille, the Printry.
They're going to say where the money come from, Jade.
Where the money coming from to build the house, them?
Trinidad.
Trinidad got more money.
Trinidad got more money. You know what I want to know is, have we seen an uptick in requests for the CBI program now that we've cleaned it up? If we're making more money. Because remember now we are the Rolls Royce. With the Rolls Royce and Ferrari.
Well,
CBI programs.
I actually, probably next week, we'll have the AG on. So, you can direct your questions.
Have you seen it?
Yes, let's write that down and remember.
New question.
It's a good one to remember. Oh, ma'am. Boy, look at the time. Time flies when you're having fun, eh?
Yeah. But let's run and do a quick little interview there, Jade, because we have some very special people in studio with us this morning. Guys, we're going to take a short break and be right back with more Sip and Chat right here on the Sugar Factory. Stick and stay, guys. Don't fall off this timeline. We'll be right back.
Get Get more value for your money when you activate your Digicel Prime bundle. More choices for what you want at low prices. More talk time on the most reliable network. More any-use data for whatever you're into searching and sharing. And dedicated data for more new apps to stream your music, shows, and live sports. Activate a Digicel Prime bundle of your choice in the My Digicel app today and save more. Digicel, better connected.
It's not just iced tea and it's not cold tea. But who said we couldn't be in the middle? We are Mother Becky Quenchers, a herbal iced tea. It's a different and innovative take on using traditional herbs for tea. It's a home.
Hey guys, welcome back to Sip and Chat, and as you guys can see, we're joined by some very lovely young women here, and they're here representing the Business and Professional Women's, is it association, club? What?
It's a club.
It's a club? It's a club? Well, I'm gonna let you guys introduce yourselves to the sippers.
All right, hi, I'm Liska Bass. I am the president of BPW Liamuiga, and this is Giselle Crook, first vice president of BPW Liamuiga.
All right, nice. Well, of course, the obvious question now would be exactly what and who is the club and what is it that you guys do?
Okay, BPW Liamuiga is basically a group of young business professional women between the ages of 18 and 35, but you're not limited to stop at 35. And we are basically a new club. We just recently formed in January, so we're still a baby club, and we are here to create and develop opportunities for young professional women through networking, developing your career skills, your social skills, and any other skills you think you need to know. That we are here as a club to help you as young professional women.
Well, why? I mean, it's always good to help to develop young women, but why did you guys see the need to have this club?
Why? I think because we don't really have, I would say, the resources to help, as we say, young women or the youth of St. Kitts when it comes to career development and networking. So we decided to join this group and in partnership or joining with this senior group to help those at our age levels. And it's when they hear business and professional women, some people tend to be
Doctors,
intimidated by the people that they see in the senior club. So they see like bankers, accountants, CEOs.
People at the peak of their career.
Yeah, so
Right.
they think,
They'd already reached the
because,
end,
I'm a shopkeeper or I'm just working in some sort of
nail tech.
boutique or thinking that this club is not for them. But your career or your profession is still as important as being an accountant or a CEO, because somebody has to do the job.
All right. So, I mean, even what you're saying now is that the club is actually a part of or it's associated with a larger
association,
organization.
BPW is actually an international organization. They have hundreds of clubs in, 5 continents? And we recently had the opportunity to travel to Taiwan to meet with the different clubs from the Asian Pacific region. So you have different regions, so we're part of the North America and the Caribbean region. And then you have the European club, you have South American clubs, and
So this is actually a really worldwide organization.
Recognized by the UN as well.
Yeah.
So for me, that speaks volumes as to the possibilities for members, because if you have access to women from all across the world in different professions at different stages in their career, I think that is an incredible resource that you could then tap into.
It's like a sorority, so we have our sisters throughout the world that we can, like Liska is a social butterfly of BPW Liamuiga. So if Liska decides to go to, if Liska decides to go to Spain or Thailand, she has somebody she can call and say, hey, I'm in Thailand, we can meet up for a drink. Or we have our global WhatsApp group, so we share information in that group and we liaise with people in different countries and different professions. And when we go to conferences, the same thing. We meet people you would never think you would meet from all over the world.
Yeah, I could see how that is really just like an invaluable resource for the members, for sure.
And one of the things is it's not just about meeting people, but the aim of the organization in itself is to help better the lives of women and young girls across the world. So they tend to try and push different legislations to the UN, to different governing bodies, whether it be local or regional. Right now, one of the major projects that the organization is taking on is period poverty. And it's not just with the senior group here, which is BPW St. Kitts, and there's also BPW Nevis. So there are 3 groups.
Okay, nice.
So the group is not just a project that's happening here on the island. It's a project happening throughout the Caribbean, throughout the world, just trying to get necessary resources to the young girls who are missing school because of these things.
Can't afford it.
Can't afford it because you know that pink tax is a real thing.
Oh yeah, no, trust.
And not everybody is,
Fortunate.
to have
to be able
those
to
stuff.
afford it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So recognizing that there are these issues that affect women, like the group really has an aim to address these issues, no matter whether it is professional, social, economic. So, because that's what I'm hearing, that it's really not limited to any one specific area of women's life.
No.
Like, for example, we did a toiletry drive and we gave it to, it was geared to single mothers and women that were incarcerated. And when we spoke to the person at social services, she let us know like they was grateful for the stuff that we gave the prison for the women because some of them don't get anything if they don't have like someone to come in and give them stuff or commissary to buy stuff. They wouldn't have anything while being there. So I was grateful for that. And that's one of the things I think we would be able to continue, and she share other things that they would need. So it's like in the future, we know for sure when we're doing these things, they're on our list because even though they're in that situation, they're still women.
They're still people.
Human. Yeah.
Right.
So
People
they
deserve
still
dignity.
have to
Right.
be provided for.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there is all these great things that the group is doing and all the positive ways that it could contribute to members. So who is it open to, the group? And then two, how do you go about showing interest in becoming a member?
Well, in terms of signing up, like we said, there are two groups on St. Kitts. Our group, BPW Liamuiga, is typically geared to the persons between the ages of 18 to 35. So we're called Young BPW. So our organization is geared to women just starting out their careers, just entering the world of work, or you're trying to apply for university or some other kind of school leaving. Once you're leaving high school, this is where you go. For the more established lady, you'd want to probably join BPW St. Kitts, where they're over 35. Doesn't mean that if you're under 35, you can't join their group. You can. And if you're over 35, you still can join our group. Once your goals align with ours, you're welcome.
Right. So it's more about where you're at in your
Career.
and just professional development,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
All right. So how does one go about? Is there like a drive that happens at a certain time of the year? Is it by referral only? Like
I think they can. How we're doing it right now. You could reach out to any members, but we're also on social media, so you could just shoot us a message on Instagram or Facebook, asking us, the questions you have about the group and when we're having our next meeting, because we have meetings once a month.
Last Saturday.
Yeah. So we encourage people to come and feel it out, and then you let us know if you want to be a prospective member, and then we have the steps
your
to
trial
get
period.
Yeah. So, and then we have installation. Yeah.
There's a trial now. You gotta love St. Kitts. In terms of our trial period, we do encourage you showing up. Like we said, we can't work with invisible people. It's literally your commitment. Like we said, it's a voluntary club. The commitment is once a month, a Saturday afternoon, on Miss Wall's porch.
oh, okay.
On the breeze,
All the
barbecue
breeze,
smoke coming in.
all the
Auntie
mango
Pam.
trees.
I don't just go back
And
to the Pam just because it's Tuesday.
See?
There you go.
And
she's the founding member of
She's
BPW
one of the
St.
founding
Kitts.
members.
Oh,
And
okay.
she never miss an event.
Never. She
We
was
had
at
sip
the
and paint. We had sip and paint for founders last week. She was there. We went to Nevis for installation. She was there.
She
She's
went to
always
church on
present.
Sunday. She was there.
Do not miss a beat.
Auntie Pam is that?
We need to talk to Auntie Pam.
Yeah.
She out and about.
we
Yeah,
need
of
to talk to
course.
Auntie Pam.
Yeah. But I mean, it really does seem like something that people, like women, can really benefit from, just from what you've said. But in terms of some of the activities, and you mentioned some already, what can members can expect?
Yeah, what can I expect when I join?
Well, we like to travel.
What?
We like to have. We like to have fun.
I like to travel. What you can expect? Well, like we said, we're geared to trying to develop the younger woman in terms of her career. So we look for different avenues and opportunities that we can send your way, whether it be, well, the international always have some kind of webinar that we send out. Okay, you need to sign up for this. This is on networking. This is on trading. This is how you apply for certain things. Right now, the senior group is running a workshop on June 10th for school leavers on how to interview for a job, how to build a resume, how to conduct yourself in that interview, and how to keep the job after you've
Been successful.
been successful, which is very important.
I probably needed something like this, but
Bye. You will not be able to know.
bye.
Yes, there was also, like we said, we are literally a new club, 6 months? We're at the 6-month mark.
So you're the first president.
Yes.
Even though
How's that going?
she wasn't even supposed to be the president. She just came to a meeting to set up what? The projector?
Yeah. I was helping to present the projector. I was helping to set up a projector.
When you
You
call,
always have a story to
when you
tell.
call to serve, you just serve.
No,
That was her calling. It was her calling.
No, it was coercion.
It was her calling.
You were voluntold?
Yes.
And she accepted it with
Well, I
open
was about to say you
arms.
have to say
Did I?
yes.
So gracious.
Did I though?
Yeah.
Because her mom is the president for the next
Yeah, my mom is the president of the senior. Her mother is first vice president of the senior. I
this
tell
is-
you, nepotism.
Oh,
No,
wow.
it's not nepotism, it's legacy.
Legacy, yes.
Legacy, okay? That's what I'm hearing here.
Yes.
But
I mean, they're not the kids, so, why not just put them in positions that they're already
You love it.
destined for?
So when we fall in short, they could cuss us out.
Exactly.
I said we're not doing this.
They're all in the same households, they have all access to you.
yo, you know how annoying that'd be.
I think she has all the pressure over this. The
it's when you
She's
have
for it, okay?
it's when you have
think
a
so.
president's meeting and there are two presidents in the
same house.
and then you get a message, you're not logging on to the meeting, and you're like, I'm coming upstairs. But in a sense, in terms of, you said, what are the benefits of joining? Like I said, we're here about networking and connecting you with the people that you need to be connected to. Also, we do have meetings, and in these meetings, we sit and we say, okay, what do you want from this club? We do a regular check-in. What is it that this club can do for you? If you need us to go hiking, we going hiking.
If you want to have a drink after
If you
a
want
stressful
to
week, we're gonna have a drink.
have a therapy session, we're here.
This
We're
sounds
here.
like an all-encompassing support system.
Yeah,
And professional life could be taxing.
yes,
And it's
yes.
always
You
good
need
to have.
advice? I'm
Yeah.
sure we could find a lawyer or two.
Because you know how good it is to, like, you're at work and you're trying to get something done and be like, I got a BPW sister that is a lawyer, or I need a question about an account or something, banking. You got to, you pick up your phone one time and you call. The resources we have.
Yeah, I need a letter written. Could you kindly write this letter for me, please?
Right.
I need a shot.
No, or even if it's just, I need a reference for a job.
Right.
Or could you kindly write a thing for me? It's so nice to be part of an organization that, if you need help or you're looking for something, you could just say, you just send a group message, hey, where can I find this, or where can I get this? And you got 20-something people responding, hey, check Susie cross by the road, she got a gallon of
I'm gonna
this.
call her, tell her you're coming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's literally that simple. And like I said, like Giselle said, it's a sisterhood, and we don't just fix me. And we don't, like we said, it's mostly geared to women, but gentlemen can become affiliates.
Yeah, we have a few. We call the senior group. We don't call them the senior group.
Call them
So we
aunties.
call it our aunties. And we have some few uncles in between there. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't mind being an uncle.
Yeah, I think
I give up uncle vibes, Jade.
I think I'm
You could be a brother. You could be a brother.
Yeah.
yeah, but
okay.
our cousin.
Yeah, I can work with that. I can work with that.
But
I think women, I really do think that women should join, or at least attempt to join this, because I could already see how this could improve your life drastically.
yeah, and I think one of the major things that the senior group, BPW St. Kitts, keep calling them senior and I can get crack for it. I could feel my phone vibrating. BPW St. Kitts, they do a foot care clinic for the elderly.
Oh, nice.
So you get your little doctors come and check the feet because you know feet are very important.
Yeah.
Especially for the elderly to keep them
and the diabetics.
Yes.
So they have doctors that come in and check the feet, and then you get your little pedicure, the manicure. It's a nice little day out for the elderly because you ever notice after you retire you're just home.
Yeah, that's the
and
thing.
And you know you're not doing, if you're accustomed to have your pedicures weekly and then you just stop and then nobody carrying you out to do it. It's like you know. And every month the BPW St. Kitts, they also do the new to you sale.
New to you sale, yeah.
Okay.
Like
so they could donate.
That one.
You donate your clothes and then they go back and they sell it
gently.
Yeah.
Gently used.
Well, these are the type of things that I think not only impact the members, but as you say, impact the wider society. It's like, it really does add value to everyone in and around the groups. And I mean, I'm looking forward to hearing more about what you guys are up to.
Yes, we're supposed to be having a fundraiser coming up soon.
On the 10th of June.
Also on the 10th of June. So, what's this? You sign up. If you're leaving, if you're in fifth form or CFBC leaving school, try and sign up for the workshop. If you're hungry, look out for our flyer. We're having a barbecue.
Send us the flyer. Let's put it up.
Yeah.
People can see the barbecue.
Yes, we're
And
waiting
also will
on one
send
thing.
The
location.
flyer for the workshop.
We'll send the flyer
Yes.
for the workshop as well. I think it's really important, especially for the young people. This workshop, I've been to one of them, and I had a job. And I sitting in, and I was like, boy.
Year and a half.
I'm dropping shot, but I ain't gonna step on my game, man.
You know, you're
prepared for the next step.
Gotta step up my resume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, and how is the best way to keep up with what you guys are doing?
And stuff?
That's not the socials.
The social media is BPW Liamuiga.
Okay.
Simple as that.
All platforms.
Yeah.
On our platforms, right.
I think we have a TikTok.
Oh, y'all do.
And at Twitter. Oh,
Do
yeah.
you
We get in
have any
the
TikTok dances?
Not yet.
I do not know how to do the TikTok.
Neither do I, but I do.
But we'll get our,
But
we'll
we
get
have-
our TikTok team.
We
on.
have
We want
the
this
young-
to do. I got you.
Got you.
They're trying to set you up, friend. I hope you notice. They're trying to set you up.
I'll
Is she
put it-
custom yet? When again?
I'll put it in the notes.
I'm just saying.
10 minutes for the next meeting.
I'm just saying.
We
this-
have meeting tonight, so I'll tell you exec.
dear.
I'll tell you
Oh,
exec
dear.
that the president have to do a TikTok dance.
Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go.
Why would they do this to you?
I don't know.
Wait
You know
till
what
so
they did
long to
to me?
come.
You know what they did to me the other day? We had gathering for Founders Day to take a nice little picture by the St. Kitts sign.
Okay.
And then we went out to celebrate. I only happened to leave for 2 minutes.
Right.
Why they have the whole place singing happy birthday?
Wasn't that a nice gesture?
Was it your birthday?
I
Her birthday was going to be the Monday.
okay.
Close enough.
Close enough.
And sparklers and everything.
Yeah.
Why not?
Without sparklers, that would be atrocious.
Anything that's to be
And a
uncivilized.
shot.
Yeah.
And she,
And the shot, of course.
with the light, you should the light. She light the drink. And
When knowing this kind like this is right up.
exactly.
I
So
understand.
I don't know why she
Celebration
thinks
of
about
fun times.
something.
It's
Celebration and fun times.
is the thought that counts. You know, when you have that type of sisterhood, they do these things and set you up.
Yeah.
They set you up. They set you up.
And then when we
It's
was in
terribly amazing.
Taiwan, Liska was modeling people purses.
Yes, yes. I did a little stint of modeling.
You
Some
got a video of that by chance?
no.
Oh.
I was modeling some Thai silks.
Ooh, fancy. Fancy.
That's you just sent me the video. Hear me phone vibrator.
What was that? What was that?
The Thai silk. It's
Yeah.
very lovely. I was
No, the
trying.
modeling.
I was trying to get her to do the clown as well in Taiwan, but
I have
she
videos
left
of
behind
Giselle
me.
in the clown suit, right?
I mean, if you travel so far with that clown suit,
got to
why not just put it on
Yeah,
and
you
get
have
a
to
little
wear it.
shake, the bells going? Why not? Like, we wasn't able to do it for everybody else.
It was quite unfortunate we didn't get to do.
Exactly.
the
We
performance,
were very
but-
famous at that conference.
Oh my goodness!
All the Asian aunties wanted pictures. with us.
Everybody wanted to feed me.
Listen, I've said it's ingrained in us.
I was
We can't
thoroughly
help.
entertained with the food, so that's all
Yeah,
that
let's get
matters.
eat it.
Oh,
Eat
bring
it.
back a
Let's
little
get eat
dumpling.
snake. I sure she eats shark.
I
I don't know
mean,
what. Let's go.
It was there cooked.
Let's get it.
I wasn't. The trip was okay except the food for me. I didn't enjoy it.
Asian food is like one of the best.
No, that's not the problem.
That's just Taiwan, yeah. But yeah, still.
And she said a snake. I don't feel like.
But you didn't have to eat the snake, I don't think. You ate snake?
No, but you know, in that
Maybe that's the
culture,
problem.
they don't take no fans.
Yeah,
I think I offended one person because I didn't take soup, but they don't take no fans.
You didn't have any crickets?
No.
See, you missed out half your life right there.
Yes. It was ate everything else, but that breakfast was good.
This sounds like an organization that.
Just wait up your alley, Jade.
Yes. I'm not even going to lie.
and then we have 2 conferences next year that we're looking forward to. Canada and Argentina.
Ooh,
So
we try to encourage our
members
to start saving, because even if you just go to one conference, at least you get that
makes
experience.
a big impact.
Because when we had the conference here in January, we wasn't even a full-fledged club yet, but some of us got the opportunity to attend the conferences, and we had a
I think I saw y'all after that said conference.
yes, that splash.
Sky Lounge.
Sky Lounge. Sky Lounge. You don't even know where it was.
It was that good.
It was.
So many places.
Oh my, that
So many
week.
places.
Yeah, y'all look like y'all had a blast actually.
We did.
Yeah, I love to get down with the aunties.
Oh.
Especially the one from Barbados and Jamaica. They know how to
Oh
party.
yes, there was a lady from Jamaica. She was what, 85?
Yeah, 80
And
something.
she was breaking the dance
She was on the dance floor. So these ladies know how to have a good time.
Yes, and I think that's important too. Not only that you get benefits such as the additional help or the training, but you have a place where you actually can.
And the
enjoy
age difference don't even
and
make
have
a
fun.
difference. This is like we just we get along with the aunties.
But it's like-minded people, right?
Yeah,
Professional
it's all
women
professional
who
women,
who care about their development and just really just trying to make the best lives for themselves.
And you
at
see
the end of the
different
day.
sides of professional businesswomen, because
Yeah.
people might think that they're just all stuck up and
Bro, people do think that,
They think
like,
when
because they think, when you hear they literally think it's just lawyers,
class.
accountants,
Stuff,
And high
CEOs.
class.
Like
Yeah.
it's the elitist type of thing.
Yeah, but then when you really hang out with them, you're like, bye, we're really getting out with these
You would see
the different shades.
You will see them in the news, the CEO and that, but when you go to a BPW event, it's the same CEO is seeing that going out and having fun with you too.
Yeah.
So it's like, until you experience it, you can't knock it before.
But like we said, even though the club does promote having fun and whatnot, we do also tackle some serious issues on a global basis. Like with just traveling, we find out the plights of women in different countries. Like, we are very privileged here in St. Kitts. Bottom line, when it comes to equality and equal pay.
We might not see it that way, and we had our days when women had to fight to sit at the same table with men, but when you listen to larger countries that's still fighting for equal pay and
just the right to exist.
Yeah, we have it good here.
Imagine you can't walk down the road with somebody trying to traffic you.
And then when we tell them about, we have our first Governor General as a woman,
and then
we have Miss Dame
Marcella
and Dame
Constance
Mitchum, and then we talk about how many women we have in government right now
and women that hold positions that are CEOs and presidents, and they're all like, where's this place? We got all St. Kitts. It's a little tiny island in the Caribbean.
Yep. So we might be small, but
we're very progressive here.
Yeah, we go on.
Especially when it comes to just education, everybody has the same right to the same quality of education regardless of your gender, which is not true for elsewhere.
Well, I mean, it is amazing that we have a group like this here that really affords more and more women to have the experiences that you guys are describing, to get the training and be a part of the network that exists. And you guys seem to be doing some really good stuff. There's stuff happening on the horizon. So encourage people to go out, like the Facebook page, the Instagram pages,
TikTok,
and of
for
course,
sure.
Liz will be doing a dance on TikTok coming up very soon.
You don't wanna miss that exclusive now.
you don't want to miss that at all, right? So go out and be a part
Or
of
we
that.
just might post the video with the mother in the post, the purse. but
You'll get
that's
something.
I get that still, right? Great, great,
Yes.
great.
You're getting something.
Yeah, I could just pop it in there one day.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, of course.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't for that.
Hello, I watch this show regularly, you know.
That's okay. Exactly why they could pop the video in.
You know, no shit, yeah.
Friend of the
From
show,
a,
Liz
from
Capaz,
a
here doing
viewer's point of view.
You're doing it. Yeah, I love that. I love that. I love that.
You might think about it.
But ladies, any final words before we wrap up?
Go out and, like you said, find us on Facebook, BPW Liamuiga. We're on Instagram. I was told we're on TikTok. We may be on Twitter. I'll be very honest, I am not the social media person. You see, we have her here.
Yeah.
Content.
And Liska doesn't like it.
I'm more of a live in the moment person.
I got you.
Please look out for the flyer for the workshop for the school leavers. We will
I'll
be
post that today.
posting it. Again, it's already out there. Look out for our barbecue. It should be coming up. The flyer should be out there. And just, guys, enjoy life.
Sound words.
Sound words that cannot be condemned. All right. Well, ladies, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. Do know that you guys are welcome back at the Sugar Factory anytime. It's good vibes. I enjoyed this. So, yeah, we welcome you back whenever. And, of course, well, when Jade go to the meeting, she'll let me know whatever badness y'all get into. And whatever goodness as well.
Yes.
So looking forward to that. But ladies, gentlemen, sippers, please stay tuned. We're going to take a small break and be right back with more Sip and Chat right here at the Sugar Factory. Don't go anywhere. Hey guys, welcome back to Sip and Chat. We're just about getting ready to wrap up, but I had a cool conversation with those lovely young ladies.
Definitely.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
We could
This is the
tell.
person that was calling you just now?
No.
Oh.
But it look, wait, what the number again? No.
Okay. Call you back later.
Yeah.
But what's up, Jade?
Well, let's, we've spoken on tragedies and terrible things all morning. Let's, lighten the mood. So, a Rhode Island city councilman was caught sleeping behind the wheel with crack pipe in his hand.
Oh, yeah, I saw
see
this.
this,
I
right?
saw this. I saw this.
Yeah. Pan was living his best life by.
Where these men keep getting catch like this by?
Mouth open and so. Head shoved back, mouth open, crack pipe in hand by.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really article for them people here, because it's to a point now where these people, I am not surprised one bit.
Not by. Not at all.
I keep telling people, you take a certain type of person to see certain jobs and work out. I want to be in that,
Yeah. Man, if the man got to take a little crack to make it through the day, could have problems.
Little crack.
Who is us to judge?
I mean, really, truly, who don't do cocaine? But crack, come on, bro.
I don't. Oh,
It's alright, Jade. It's alright, Jade. You don't have to perjure yourself on the
what perjure?
You don't have to
No,
perjure yourself
sir.
on the show.
No, sir, friend.
We want nobody come back and catch you with a video
Me
somewhere.
not got them. No. Set me up in a hotel room. Take me. No? Mm-mm.
Wow. Okay.
Rhode Island police just released body cam footage of when the city councilman was caught sleeping behind the wheel with a crack pipe in his hand and also cocaine in his pocket. Oh, he was having a blast. Cranston City Councilman Matthew Riley was arrested Monday after being spotted by someone that was driving by. The person contacted authorities, and once they arrived to the scene, talk too much.
All I have to do is just knock and say,
Hey,
bro.
may I think you want?
Yeah, right? Hide your crack pipe if you're going to be sleeping on the side of the road, bro.
At least. And close him out. Flies out here.
Yeah, the snitches out here, right?
Bye. Well, when the police arrived, they noticed that the councilman was passed out in the driver's seat. An officer can be heard on the footage saying, "You have a crack pipe in your hands." Obviously, sir. You were literally choking in your sleep. Somebody literally sprinted and flagged me down because they thought you were choking. The man wasn't choking, man.
The man was snoring.
Man just had a really good sleep.
The man snoring. And if you want me to not have the crack pipe in my hand, you want to be on the road where kids are?
Listen, I was in the safety of my car.
Saving the world from saving the kids from the crack pipes on the street. Just decided to take a little nap.
Yeah, and the only way for me to know what the effects of the drugs that I'm saving them from would be is to test.
No, Jade, you've gone too far.
No, I just saying.
There was no way I
No.
was going to even cop to ever doing anything in that pipe. I'm going to say, look,
You want me,
you want me to leave this out here for the citizens of my district?
Oh.
That's what you're saying, officer?
So about the coke in his pocket.
Yeah, the coke was next to the crack pipe.
Also, he's a drug dog. He just find him.
Jade.
So the coke was next to the crack pipe.
No, what happened is when he's in his district,
Ah.
he's always and ever vigilant. You understand?
Need more congressmen like him.
Need more congressmen like that. This man should probably get an award.
Yeah, he will be getting an award. Not the type he
He's
wants.
gonna be rewarded for it.
I don't think, not the type, but we were ever grateful still.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Look here.
Oh,
Y'all just need to don't do crack.
well,
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
a hell of a drug according to Whitney. No. Crack is what? Crack is cheap. Don't play with Whitney.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Well, according to Riley, he has been clean for 13 years, but relapsed because he's going through a bad divorce with his ex. You see how
That would do it.
Oh, yes,
That would do it.
is Dubai and sending him
I
back to
was
a crack
laughing
pipe.
at this guy. Now I'm sympathetic. That would do it, Jade. Because they don't take half of the crack here. They take half of everything else and leave the crack. I don't understand. They take half of everything and leave the cocaine. No.
Bye.
Oh, boy. That's rough. No, but look, let me tell you something. I spoke earlier about how I used to work with homeless people. You know how many of the men, when I asked them how they end up in the situation they end up in, a lot of it had to do with their wife leaving them. I just like, yo, not only just the wife leaving them, but once the kids no longer in their life and so. But that does throw a lot of men off a kilter. Let me tell you something. There was this one gentleman. The man tell me he was like this big man, like in Wall Street, was on Forbes. I was like, yeah, bro. Like he saw I didn't believe him. The next week, the man come back with a Forbes magazine, open that thing, show me. The man said, see? I'm like, what? This man was like touted as being like one of the most promising brokers on Wall Street, and he was like on the 40, he was like top 40 on the 40 kind of thing. The man ended up losing a lot of his money because, not necessarily because of anything that he did, but because of the firm that he worked for, because of the trades that he executed on their behalf. He lost everything. Man said he lose everything, including, well, he lost everything first, the money and thing, and then the wife was like, you're going to lose me too. And then no, she was also like, well, I'm also going to take the kids. And the man said, like, he just, like, at that point, he was like, well, why are you even trying anymore? Then he just ended up hitchhiking from New York down to Florida because he said New York winters were cold. If you're living on the street, you want to live somewhere warm.
Yeah, a little sunny.
Yeah, you want to live somewhere where the sun will come out and so all year round. So yeah, he made his way down to Florida.
No, I agree.
And yeah, like...
Living life.
There's thing, and of course, easier to get crack than a job.
I mean,
Generally.
You're right, yeah.
Generally. The two easiest things to find in the States is crack and guns.
Bye. If it could kill you, easy to find.
Bye.
If it could kill you, Azem, bet your life.
So what are they doing with this guy? They gave him a warning, right? And took the crack pipe?
Well, he was charged with 1 count of possession of a Schedule 2 narcotic.
Really?
He also resigned from city council.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, let me tell you something, right? That ain't happening in the Caribbean now. Let them find a politician with a spliff fast asleep in his trance. Resign where?
For?
One of the things that I found very interesting. Remember when Trump was running and all during Trump's thing, and even now, Trump has this air of sexual impropriety that follows him everywhere he goes, right? And people will be like, oh my God, like, oh. And then I'll be like, I just forget how many of our politicians have either sexual allegations. I think nobody does care about them things. Like we run this thing. Like we have had people, when I say we, I'm not talking just about Sinkits, but Sinkits included. We've had people that are the highest rungs of society that have all these same accusations. And we'd just be like, merp. So, but yeah.
Wild.
It's wild out here, man. It's wild, wild west. Indies. But yeah, Jade, you ready to go home? I wanna go. Yeah, you can't tell me that one of the best songs ever. That's one of the best songs.
This man and this song, bye.
But guys, we gotta leave, we gotta go, we gotta disembark, we gotta disappear, we gotta
Indeed.
get out of here. It is that time of the day when things need to happen. I'm looking forward to what I got for breakfast. I'm not even gonna tell you because it's not breakfast food, but and I'm a bit ashamed.
That's okay, friend.
But I'm quite.
Right now, food ain't even on my mind. Furthest thing on my mind right now.
Yeah. What you need is some ginger tea.
Yeah.
That's what you need in your life.
I go in by the pharmacy to buy some of them ginger packets. Start out my life.
I buy the ginger packets. Where do I get my ginger packets from? That's the one thing I go in the Chinese I buy. Them instant ginger packets, I live off them. They're Jade.
Yeah, no.
They
are necessary for survival.
Yeah, indeed. I don't skip them. Let me just in my bag. Anyway, I go.
Me too now.
When we go outside, I got in my Jeep, most likely.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm back in there, so yeah, definitely. I'm back in there, so I definitely got 1 or 2. Like, seriously, I don't go anywhere without them.
Yeah, saved my life today.
Alright, well, guys, we gotta go. We gotta get out of here. So, thank you so much for being a part. Sippers, thanks to the lovely young ladies of BPW. Oh!
Yeah, it's our 50th episode.
Oh, milestones. Wow, 50 episodes.
Wow.
Hey, again, thank you guys so much for being a part of what it is we do here. We would not have been able to do this without you.
That is amazing.
I could call him name. I was going to big up Witty. I was going to big up the regulars. Me gonna call nobody name.
Yeah, I met nobody boss.
Because some boss done watching eyes.
Bye, yeah.
Some done, you know, see, logging on from
business page.
From the burner accounts.
You can't fire and blast it, bye.
But y'all are the real MVPs, man. You guys will make it a point to be with us daily. We really appreciate you. 50 episodes ain't a small feat. Like, we getting there. We're working on it, guys. Work with us, we're working with you. And so thanks for the continued support. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow, comment, tell a friend, broadcast.
Whatever you have to do to
whatever
get
you
us out
gotta
there.
do. Whatever you gotta do,
Yeah.
guys. Appreciate it big time. But alas,
Gotta leave.
we gotta go.
We gotta disembark.
We gotta disembark, right? And stop the life.
That too.
But yeah, guys, appreciate it big time. Remember to please spend more time living your content than posting it. Drive safe today.
Please.
Apparently, we're supposed to have a thunderstorm. I don't think anybody tell the weather. We're supposed to have a big thunderstorm today. Jade. Yes.
Yes.
From 6 o'clock this morning.
It's
It's supposed to be raining, cats and dogs, running.
Maybe the weather got flat.
Oh, boy. But maybe. But yeah, guys, please be safe out there. Drive safe. Trust me. Trust me.
We don't want to see any more accidents, man. Lord,
Yeah.
stop getting traffic police work to do.
Yeah, it's been wild out here. It's been wild out here, real talk. The last few weeks, seem like every day I'm seeing multiple accidents. It's ridiculous. And then we had a road fatality on the weekend.
And let's not do that.
Yeah, so please. But guys, of course, most importantly, remember, you can't be everybody's cup of tea because you is not a mug. We're gonna see you guys tomorrow.